afternoon. This is Fancy from JQLASER.
This is Jasmine from JQLASER. Welcome to our live show. Today our show will be in two languages, first in English and then in Russian.
Okay. Behind us is JQLASER factory. Now we have two factories. The second factory is under construction. Construction will be put into use in July of this month. JQLASER established in 2006. Now we have 50 years experience in manufacture laser machine. Now we have various laser machines like the tube laser cutting machine, fiber laser sheet cutting machine, laser marking, and laser welding machine. Here is our showroom. Follow Jasmine.
Okay, let's start from the showroom. And there is the sample from our laser machine, products from our laser machine, and some pictures. And as you can see, most of the samples are made of metal. Yet now we are focusing on fiber laser machine, especially on tube laser cutting machine. But actually, we started from carbon dioxide laser machine. Look at it. It's a special one. It is the first machine in 2006 made by the two founders of our company. And I'm very proud to tell a story about it. In 2006, there were a couple who decided to start their first business. And they were very careful, and they have studied many machines and many companies. And of course, that time, JQLASER was not famous at all. They still chose us just because of trust. And after that, with our machine, their business became very successful. And we JQLASER started our laser field adventure. In this story, we get a win-win result with this kind couple. And to exploit win-win is always our pursuit. Look at all these pictures. After the first machine, we keep on going. And to now, we have sold our machines to more than 170 countries. Like this one, this is Fancy with her European client. Like this one is Lily in North America. And all these, this is Bella in India. This is our engineer in South America. This is our domestic client. This is also Bella in India. And this is our clients from Thailand in Southeast area. And our machines are not only sold to many countries, but also widely used in many industries. And Fancy will show you the main industry applications of our laser cutting machine.
Yes, with fiber growing fast, fiber laser is widely used in many industries. Later, I will show you the four hot sale industry. First one is the fitness equipment. We can see this is a running machine, and this one is the outdoor bike. This one is the indoor bike. We can see all the equipment are assembled by the metal parts. Like this one is the oval tube. This one is the square tube, and also the round tube. Fiber laser cutting can do flexible cutting. We can cut any shapes you want. The square, the round holes, and this small holes. Don't need the mold. So you can just draw your file in the SolidWorks and save the RGS file and load to the software. And then the machine can cut any shapes you want. And except this standard tube, round, square, rectangle, we can also cut the special tube. Like this one. This one is a channel cutting. Later, we will show you in our workshop. Our engineer will do some samples for you. And this one is it's steel and also the angle cutting. Like this one is a special tube for the school furniture. This one is this steel. This one is the aluminum cutting. It's for the level equipment. These tubes are for decoration in the home and office or building design. It's very beautiful. And just now we mentioned for the school furniture. The second industry is the school furniture. We can see this table and the chairs and the bunk bed in dome. This is the wood, and this is the metal sheet, and the tube. And the metal furniture can be seen in our daily life. It's very modern and fashion, and all the parents want to give their children the best. Before, these tubes are cut by the traditional machines, like the sewing machine. They may have the burrs. It may hurt the kids. While the fiber laser machine has the advantage of the smooth cutting and the bright and the smooth edge. So it's more safe, no burrs. And this tube is a big size tube, 200 diameter. You can see now we have the different trucks for cutting different shapes of tube. We can show you the bigger one. This is a round carbon steel pump. The diameter is 320. We can also cut even bigger, like the 450 and 5,100. Like this one is also the big tube, is 200 by 200 square tube. With the fiber growing fast, the big heavy tube industry like the metal construction, the electronic power, and the oil pump transportation are widely used the fiber laser machine. In the 2020, it's a special year, and the medical equipment has a great demand. The market needs this equipment as soon as possible to save the people's life, like the injury stand, the medical bed, and the trolley. And the advantage of the fiber laser cutting has a faster speed. It stands out. And JQLASER wish you and the one you loved health during this special time. And the next application is a game chair. With the development of the technology and economic, the esports equipment has extremely developed rapidly. And the esports equipment like the chairs and developed a lot too. You can see these chairs. It looks fashion, simple, and comfortable. It's very popular by the young people. Except this for industry, our machine also can use the many other industries like the auto parts, the fence and the drills, and the stove, and also the hand drills. You may wonder how these samples are made by our machine. Okay, this me will tell you.
Yeah, before we go to the workshop, let's see more samples here. Like this one, it is carbon steel, and it is a China map. As you know that the line of a map is always very flexible and random, but you can see the laser cut is very flexible and smooth and flowing too. And here are more samples. This is a wooden butterfly. This is the acrylic tower. They're by our CO2 machine. And these three are the tube cutting. You can see, as you can see. You see this flower is so vivid. You may think that is the flower in the garden. And like this bamboo. If I'm a panda, I may grab it and put it in my mouth. And look at this dragon. It's so vivid. You feel that the next second, it may fly up to the sky. The laser process is very flexible. As long as you can draw it in the CAD software, we can cut it. Now we are heading to the sheet cutter workshop. We have single platform sheet cutter, dual exchange platform workshop, and the combined machine, which can cut both tube and sheet. And our combined machine is designed for those who mainly cut sheet and also have some tube cutter need. And if you have a big amount of tube cutting, we suggest you get a professional tube cutter. This is our JQ2040 CP. It is with dual exchange platform. When the laser head is cutting on this platform, we can use crane to put another sheet on the other platform. And exchange time is only 10 seconds. It will improve the process efficiency a lot. And on this part, later, we'll put a rotary device on it to cut tube. And this is also our JQ2040CP, and it is a classic version, and it will be sent to Brazil soon. And this machine on my left, it is new version JQ1530E. It is in black and white, and as you can see, the shape is very smooth and it looks very fashionable. This machine is JQ1515C. The 15, it's a special machine we designed for our clients who want to use it in school teaching. So it's a lot smaller. And this is JQ1530C, which we will talk about detailedly. And it can cut both sheet and tube. And for the sheet part, it is for the sheet 1.5 times 30 meters. And you can see the LED light here. It can be in 3 colors, blue, yellow, and red, indicating different kind of working state. And there is one operator of the machine, and that is the vacuum system, because the knife is already there. So let's take a look on this. The vacuum system has been separated into 3 parts. This one is 2 parts. And only the part under the working laser head will be working. It means that the same energy will be put only on 1/3 of the whole system, and the wind of smoke sucking will be more concentrated and stronger, and the exhausted result will be better. Okay, now our engineer is going to show you a sample cutting. And this is the picture. It is the cutting file. By the way, the control system we are using is FSCut 2000S, and it's very easy operating and very convenient, can satisfy most of the needs of most of our clients. Okay, let's go. The sheet we are cutting now is 1 millimeter carbon steel. And you may wonder why we choose the pattern of a cow. Because in Chinese year, it is ox or cow year. And in Chinese, ox or cow also means extraordinary. And we wish everyone who's watching this show will be extraordinary in the field you want. Yeah, every time when I see a sample cutting by laser, I feel it's like a piece of artwork. It's so smooth, and the line is flowing, and so flexible.你切2个啊？2个都切。 Okay, let's see the cutting results. And you can see that the big shape is very beautiful, and the cut section is very smooth and bright too. And you can see that the shape of the cloud is so smooth, and even these small details is very precise and beautiful too. Okay, and it is the sheet cutting part. Now let me talk about the tube cutting part. This tube cutting part is for the tube whose length is shorter than 6 meters, and the diameter for round tube range from 20 to 220 millimeters. And here is a nylon support wheel, and you can adjust it according to the diameter of the tube. If it's small tube here and a bigger tube, it'll be here. And the material of nylon will protect the surface of the tube. And also, let's see the two chucks. Our chucks are full trip pneumatic chuck. And there are two highlights. First, full trip. You may ask, a full trip, so is there a half trip? Yes. Some chuck, they're half trip. When you first cut a tube like a 30 diameter, and then you want to cut the next one like 200, you have to change the claw of the chuck. But our chuck is full trip. It will save a lot of time and a lot more convenient. And the second point, pneumatic. There are three kinds of chuck in the market: manual one, electric one, and a pneumatic one. For manual one, I don't need to explain that. You have to adjust everything by your hand. It's not easy to make it precise. And for the electric one, it can be good and precise, but if the diameter, the diameter of the tube is not as standard, the problem will come up. Like when it's supposed to be 30, but actually is 29.5. It will be a gap between the chuck and the tube. So when the chuck starts to spin, it will be very fast. So the tube will be shaken inside the chuck, and it will affect the precision. When the tube is actually even bigger than the chuck, it will be even worse. For example, when it's supposed to be 30, but actually is 31, then the chuck will deform the tube. But with pneumatic one, after we set the parameter, it will hold the tube just right. Once the chuck touches the tube, it will stop, and it won't deform the tube at all. Okay. Now our engineer is ready to cut a sample for us here. And we're going to cut two tubes that can connect together. Okay, as you can see that they can connect perfectly, you see? And also the cutting section, bright, smooth. Okay, this is about JQ1530C. If you're interested, send us an inquiry. And then now we are heading to our laser welding workshop. And it will be 1 minute walking to there. The machine on my left is JQ1530AP, a dual platform sheet cutter. And if you take a big look, you'll find that every machine, they have this blue and white list. It is like an ID of the machine. And every machine have their own ID. After you order it, we will have all the information of the machine. And if one day you need some after-sales service, because we have all the information of the machine, it will be a lot faster for us to fix it and help you to start it to process again. And also, we have a very strict quality check. We can take an example here. It is JQ1530C. Here. Let me open it. It is the production list. You can see the date that we order it, the wattage, when are we going to send it, the model, the language it will be in, the laser machine, laser power, and everything. And here is the quality check part. And you can see there the model and what's the number of the production, and what's the program, what's the content, what is the requirement, and what's the result of production department, what is the result of quality check department. Like here is the part for machine base. It is for the straightness of the guide, levelness of the guide, levelness of the rack, and the requirement needs to be less than 0.05. And here's the result of the production department. It's 0.03, 0.04, 04, 04. And you can see the quality check is 0404. So it's all less than 0.05. So you can see the bingo here. So we will make sure every part reach the requirement we need to. If it does not, we'll adjust it or make sure it will. Okay, now let's head to the welding place. Yeah. Okay. Laser welding is widely used in many industries like car manufacturing or like 3C digital ones like mobile phones, like the electronic parts or the medical products. And the laser welding, we can weld all kinds of material, no matter stainless steel, carbon steel, copper, aluminum, or galvanized sheet. For example, for stainless steel, for the traditional welding way, we use argon arc welding. And when we use the argon arc welding, you can see a lot of smoke. And after the welding, we can see the result will be have some welding flow. But with laser welding, it will be like 7 times faster than the traditional one, and you won't see a lot of smoke. Later we'll see, and the laser beam will be very beautiful. And the laser welding is suitable for when the gap between two material is less than 1 millimeter, and when the gap is less than 0.3 millimeter, we don't need to feed a wire. And here is the wire feeding device. If the gap is more than 0.3 millimeters, we may need to use the wire to feed the gap between the material. And let's take a look at the structure of the laser machine. It is our JQLASER machine, and it's 1000 watts. If you open this, you will see the core part, this is the laser machine. And all of our laser machine in laser welding machine, it's professional laser welding laser machine. And we have Raycus one and the BWT one. Raycus is widely recognized by our clients. And for BWT, it is more suitable for the ones who will weld aluminum and copper, which is a highly reflective material. And also, if you choose BWT, the warranty year will be 3 years, which is 1 year more than the Raycus. And on the Raycus, it is the water cooling. And we choose the water cooling device in a very scientific way. And the water cooling can keep the temperature and the humidity constant, no matter what kind of weather or climate you are in. And we go up. Here's the panel, operating panel. And we can change the language. This control system supports 5 languages. And also there is a function called distantial means parameter saving. Like after you first weld something, you can save all the parameter. And the next time, if you weld the same material in the same process way, you can just take out the data and you don't need to spend time on adjusting the parameter again. And it is very convenient and it will save time, especially suitable for those who have batch amount process. And there, you can see the button here. It's metal ones. It's not only more durable, but also a lot safer. Can protect the safety, the security of the operator. And there is another point we can see, which is this device. This is from SMC. It is a Japanese brand. And this device can separate the water and oil from the gas. It not only protects the lens and mirrors and extending the life of the whole machine, but also it will make sure the gas flow be more stable and we can get a better, a more beautiful laser beam. Okay, now our engineer is ready to make us some sample. We'll make a flat welding one and the vertical one. 来，别看。First, it is like the overlap welding. As you can see, it is very smooth and the speed is very fast. And you don't see a lot of smoke. Yeah. You see the laser welding beam? It's very smooth and beautiful. You don't like, if you use the traditional one, 走就行了. If you use the traditional one, you may need to have another process to make it smooth because they have the welding flow. But for laser welding, you don't need to. Yeah. 走就行，走。Yeah, you can see the result, smooth, beautiful. Wow, it's like a piece of artwork. Okay, then it's the flat weld. And as you can see, that is very easy operating. It means that you don't need to hire a very high skill operator if you have, and it will save some labor cost. It is aluminum welding, 这是铝是吧? Yeah, like the highly reflective one. Okay, we can see the result. Wow, you can see that the color is beautiful, the laser beam is beautiful, it's so smooth. Okay, and connected by the laser machine, it is a 10 meters fiber. And this 10 meters, and we can, the standard one is 10 meters. You can change it into 15 meters. It means that no matter, like even though your product is very far, you can still like easily operate it without moving the complete machine. Though actually the machine is not hard to move too. Okay, it's all about the laser welding machine. And if you're interested, you can send us an inquiry. And after this, Fancy will show you the tube cutter machines in the tube cutter workshop.
Okay, welcome back. Just now, just me give you a brief introduction of our metal sheet laser cutting machine and laser welding machine. We are heading to our tuber laser cutting machine. Now we have different series tuber laser cutting machine, like the F series model, E series model, M series model, and L series model. This is two track series machine. And we also have the ET series model and the H model. They are three track tube laser cutting machine, which can three track can move each other and achieve the zero remains. Later we will show you. And JQLASER, these machines are used in different industry. JQLASER also are always updating our machines to the customer present demand. For example, this is our MZ model. We designed this model for the customer who is in the school furniture. They just cut the small tubes with the 100 within 120. And they have the big quantity of tube cutting, so they want the high speed. So we updated our machines, the motors, the truck, and the driver to do the fast cutting to meet customer demand. Okay, how fast this machine is, our engineer will show you. Okay. Cutting these parts, you can see the small holes is very clean and round. This part, the cutting speed is about 15 seconds. So if you have the large quantity, and there's a small tube. This one is better your choice. Except this model, we also have the L model. Next, we are handing to the L model. It can fit it with the autoloader for round tube, and it's a practical model. Okay, let's see. It can cut tube the 16 to 160 with the autoloader. You just put the bunch of tube here and press the button. The machine will work automatically. Let's see. No need So just need to program the file in the software so it can cut automatically. No need the human interference. And you can see the second machine is already waiting for loading. This is a stainless steel tap. It's widely used in the fence and hand drill. See, we can see this. It's very tightly. Okay. And now the machine is working automatically. You can see the second tube is already loaded into the machine and do cutting. Yes. Okay, we can see this one. This widely used in the fence and the hand drill. We can see the cutting. The hose is very smooth, and we can put the tube inside and then do welding. You may be familiar with this machine, but you will wonder what is this. This one is exhaust this light device. It can when cutting the machine, it will have the smoke and the dust. This one can exhaust them, and this is also our MZ model. And with the raw material prices higher and higher, our customer has a new demand for saving the costs, and so we designed our 3-track machines. We can see this one, a small 3-track machine, and there's another 2 machine in the production for the career. And for 3 tracks, it has the advantage. One is it can achieve the 0 remains, saving the costs and saving the money. The second is it can cut the long parts. It have this 3 track can work together to improve the high cutting efficiency, cutting precision. We can see the 3 track. This is the front track. This one is the middle track, and there is the 3rd track. If you have if you want to save your costs, and you're free to contact us. And this model is our M2 model. It with the semi-loader. You can see. You just here have the semi-loader. Just need to quench the tube in line, and the machine, the loader will send the tube to the machine, and then we do cutting. So it also can increase the working efficiency. And this is another two M model in production for the Colombia and the Brazil customer. Okay. Except besides this model, we also have here is our E model. You see, it with the autoloader for the big volume tuber cutting. We have the JQLASER have the stronger and powerful R&D department. We not only sell the laser machines, but also offer the solution for your tube laser cutting machine. 5 years ago, we customized the 10-meter machines for the USA customer and the UAE customer. And this model is also the customized model. It's 90-35. It can cut the tube from the 20 to the 350. Okay? And it can cut the tubes is 9 meters. Before we introduced our machine can cut the standard tube and also can cut the special tube like it's steel and the channel and the carbon steel. Okay, our engineer will show you for the channel cutting. Channel cutting, yes. It's marking lines first because for some metal material it has rust. So it will be marked first and then do cutting. You see? Yes, this one is 100 by the 35 size. The thickness is about the 6. If you think this tube is longer, we have the. If you think this tube is long, we have even longer tube for your reference. For example, this one you can guess how many meters, how long it is. 20, 25, correct. The tube totally size is 25. This customer is for the greenhouse metal construction, who cut the tubes is 12 meters long and the unloading with the 9 meter. So if you also have this long tube cutting, you can send us your drawing and then we can do some samples and offer the solutions for you. Just now, Jasmine introduced our small and middle level flat sheet cutting machines. Here is the big size flat sheet cutting with the 12 kilowatts. And the size is 2.5 by 6 meter with the 2 exchange work table. And fiber laser growing very, very fast in China. And the price for the high power is more and more competitive. Some customers buy the high power to cut thick material, but some customers buy the high power for cutting the middle thick because they want to use the air cutting to save the cost. Okay, that's all today. Thank you for your time.
And if you're interested in any machine or have any technical questions, feel free to contact us. And we're going to give you professional solutions. And now it's time for Polina and Maria. They will give the show in Russia.
Добрый день, господа. Это Полина из JQLASER.
Это Мария из JQLASER.
Приглашаем посмотреть нашу онлайн-выставку. Сейчас мы покажу вам нашу компанию. Компания JQLASER была создана в 2006 году и 15 лет для производства данных лазерных станков.
Продукция компании разделена на 5 целей. Лазерная сварка, лазерная лезвие труба, лазерная лезвие металла, лазерная сварка лобки, лазерная градировка. JQLASER изменить мир вместе с вами в будущем.
Да, вот наш завод полностью 11 тысяч квадратных метров. Там есть 3 цеха. У нас есть лазерный станок для лезвия труб, лазерный станок для лезвия листа, лазерный сварочный аппарат, выставочный зал и офис группы Нёгал. Сейчас мы покажу вам наш выставочный зал. Здесь вы можете увидеть наши образцы и профессиональные решения. Это наш выставочный зал. Много образцов. Наша компания сначала сделала машину. Эта машина, наша первая машина, установлена нашими двумя лидерами. Хорошо сейчас используется, уже существует 15 лет. Да. Это фото сделаны нами и нашими клиентами на память взять с нашими выставками и некоторых важных партнеров. Надеюсь, что у вас будет возможность с вами фотографироваться и разместить его здесь. Сейчас позволите Маша представить вам, в каких отраслях используется нашу компанию.
Хорошо. Теперь вы видели эти трубы, которые производятся из наших машинах. Сейчас финанс-образование растет скорее, потому что больше и больше людей больше внимания на здоровье и этот продукции.
Настолько мне известно, что много людей по-прежнему используют традиционные методы обработки, а с лазера, с развитием лазера, лазер лезвие постепенно заменяет традиционный. А почему больше и больше людей выбирают лазер?
Потому что с традиционным методом не имеет такие причины. Сейчас лазерный метод имеет лучший эффект и высокая скорость. И так вы видите, это школьная отрасль. Это маленькие трубы. Так и так. Это модель L 6016 JQ леска для труб. И в прошлом году эта модель передана 100 единиц. И это работает для небольших трубок. Хорошо. В прошлом году сначала эпидемия влияет много отраслей, но медицинский товар растет очень скорее, как по-русски. И я думаю, что образование для лезвия труба тоже увлечение. Этот мой любимый. этот атлас и бейсболда. Потому что сейчас больше и больше людей любят играть в компьютер. Потом я верю, что в будущем спрос на этот лески для клуба в этой атласе может удивительнее. Хорошо. Но сейчас надеюсь, что вам уже познакомиться с нашей атласой. А сейчас подождите, мы будем посмотреть, это наш завод для лески медаля. Хорошо. Это все заказ для нашего клиента. Это новая модель. 1530 AP, это очень красивая, и мне тоже нравится. В будущем мы будем постепенно с этих медалей. И сегодня я хочу представлять одно время лески клуба и лески медаля. Так, модель C 1530. Для леска медаля. Для леска медаля. Этот рабочий ширины 1500 и 30 миллиметров. И у них есть 4 расходы дыма. Хорошо. Сейчас просто наш инженер делать образец для вас. Хорошо. Так, это платить для вас. Они такая сильная и красивая. Это тоже сильно. Хорошо. Это часть для лески медаля, но это часть для лески клуба. Вы можете видеть часть для лески клуба подходит для лески клуба диаметром 20 до 20 миллиметров и длиной 60 миллиметров. Все пневматические патроны с полным ходом, которые помогают повысить дождь лески. Эффект лески, как у вашего профессионального клуба станга, используемый другим производствами точная лески выше и доская клуба, как квадратная труба. Деформируемся. Кроме того, материала хвоста могут достигать 90 миллиметров. Но сейчас мы будем делать этот образец для вас. Так, хорошо. Это дуже хорошие и красивые продукции. Хорошо. Но вы можете видеть этот модель. Это тоже модель C, но рабочие более маленькие, потому что это белая машина в Китае для школьной атлетики университета. Это 1.5. И у нас еще есть 6 загадки более. Хорошо. Давайте посмотрите лазерная сварка. В настоящее время эта машина очень популярна. Конечно, потому что у них есть много причин. Важного всего это очень простая. И с традиционным методом эта машина не нужно обычных работников. Так я могу сделать объект для вас на себе. И кроме того, это очень меньшие расходы. И они могут оставить долгое время. Я думаю, что сейчас для каждого человека долго это денег. Это лазерная головка. Так. Может составить с автоматическим подачей под волоски. Это чтобы эффект лучше. Но сейчас нам не будет делать объект для вас. Так. И нам нужно еще времени. Подождите, пожалуйста. Это чистая. Тоже успешно. Хорошо. Подождите, пожалуйста. Мы уже готов для вас. Этот. Такие машины не нужно полировки еще раз. Хорошо. Спасибо большое. И это общий вид моей машины. Вы можете сказать, это система. Эта система может поддержать многие странных языков, например, русский язык, английский язык и так далее. Но и это лазерная марка. Вы можете собрать recast или BWT2 или BWT. Этот может подходить стволах литий, алюминий или медь. Хорошо. Это все из этой машины стволовки лазерная. Больше и наш друг Полина будет представлять наш зал для детского клуба. Пожалуйста.
Хорошо, иди за мной. Сейчас я покажу вам профессию производственных труб, для труба. У нас есть высокопроизводственные серии F, ограниченные модели L, общие модели M, общие модели M и это наши станги. Все станги наши заказы, которые мы проводим. Сейчас наш лазерный станок для лезвия труб. Сейчас я покажу вам этот станок модели MZ. Очень популярный. Сейчас у которых для клиентов, которых лезвие диаметр 10 до до 20 миллиметров. Сейчас покажу инженера сделать операции для вас. Спасибо. Он очень быстро лежит. Смотри, его точность очень высокая. 可以看这吗？ Очень быстро. Сейчас мы проводим выставку в Удинане. На выставку мы получили много заказов на этот станок. И потому что он вязать очень быстро, то он очень популярный. У нашего завода модели L тоже высокая. Сейчас я покажу вам этот станок. Модели LN с системой подачи. Автоподачи круглый. Руководство модели для квадратный. Он может вязать квадратный труп, круглый труп, овальный труп и так далее. Обычно швели. Самый высокий лежащий хвост 90 миллиметров. Длина обработки 106,5 метров. Размеры обрабатываемых деталей 20 до 160 миллиметров. Вязать очень быстро. Этот станок у нашей компании самый экономичный станок. Очень популярный.大概10秒，15秒。开着呢。Все могут видеть, что его точность очень высокая. Сделать операции нужно 15 секунд. Он самый высокий, он имеет самый высокий объем продаж и самую долю рынка на китайском рынке. Он самый экономичный станок. Это станок с тремя патронами. Смотри. Станок с тремя патронами. Когда он лежит тонкие трубы и также и длинные трубы, его точность очень высокая, лучше других. Хвост без хвоста, экономии материалы высокой точности. JQLASER компания выделяет большое значение качества продукции и большое значение потребности клиента. Благодарю вашей поддержке. Сейчас мы покажу вам длинный станок. Этот. Модель И. Этот станок лежит 9 метров трубы. Очень длинный. Сейчас наши инженеры сделают операции для вас. Наши машины широкий спектр применения. Например, учебное оборудование, строительство, фитнес-оборудование, полка, посуда из нержавеющей стали и так далее. То есть наши машины на китайском рынке имеют высокую долю. Смотри, точность очень высокая, красивый. Как вы думаете? Мы изготовили 6, 8, 10 и 20 метров. Например, этот станок общая длина 20-15 метров. Очень длинный. Мы изготовили подходящую машину для вас в соответствии с вашими потребностями. Если вы любите наши станки, хотите узнать больше информации, связывайтесь, пожалуйста, с нами. Я могу дать вам информацию и цену. Тоже могу сделать для вас операции и решения. Сегодня закончила онлайн-выставка закончилась. Спасибо за внимание. До свидания.